Welcome to today's video, guys. I'm the Hooded Lid, and I'm bringing to you another product that is new to me, not so much to the market. Welcome to today's video, you guys. I'm the Hooded Lid, and once again I'm bringing you a product that's new to me, but not new to the market. Victoria Beckham. This is the Smoky Eye Brick in Signature, and it's beautiful packaging. I think we can all agree. So elegant. And these are the colors. And I also got the Satin Kajal Eyeliner in Bordeaux. Looks like this, and it's a wine color. So let's play with some makeup. When I look at this compact, I see such a beautiful daily basic look in the best way. I've tried it once a couple of weeks ago when I bought this, but I want to play with you here. I don't know that you can get more than one look out of this, but for your day-to-day, I think that's fine. There's so many palettes in the world that have all these colors and all these shimmers and glitters and whatnot, but can they actually get you out the door if you're just a regular person who wants to look very nice and doesn't want to shine? So let's go in. The first color is a beigey color all over the lid. So I'm just going to take my Chikuhodo and put this all over the lid. I'm wearing my Gucci Westman foundation today. And the color is listed below. But I have to tell you something. It felt a little yellow to me. So I went in with my Kevyn Aucoin Balm through the center of the face. And I really like these two together. And from here we're going to go into the next color, which kind of looks like a shell. It's in between, it really, like if you look at a big shell, maybe a big conch shell, that pinky color that's a little pink, a little peach, that's what this is reading to me. And now we're just going to do that on most of the lid and a little bit into the crease. It's a very nice flesh tone color. I would guess, and I don't know, but I would guess that this particular one is best for a certain skin tone. I'd say light to medium, and then past that, it's not going to have the same effect. Not that it wouldn't be lovely on darker skin, but this isn't a skin tone, obviously, for darker skin. And it's just kind of showing up as a very nice wash of color. And I'm going to skip the darker color and go into this brown, which is kind of cool and medium. If it's too dark for you, you could probably mix it with the other color. And I am noticing, I didn't notice with the lighter color so much, but this is, there's a lot of kickback on this. Not a big deal, but worth noting. And I'm going to very gently trace out my so-called crease, give a little bit of depth, and I'm hardly touching my skin because this color is so dark. I'm just kind of laying it out, and then we'll do some blending. So it's just receded everything the smallest bit. Now, I'm not telling you too much about the product because it's not new, and I imagine all of you have probably seen videos on it. But Victoria Beckham used to be a Spice Girl, and then she married a soccer guy whose last name is Beckham, and she did a couple of things with Estee Lauder before she branched out on her own. And she's cruelty-free and not an organic, but cruelty-free. And her packaging is just insane. The price is not, you know, it's a little expensive. I'm sure there's more expensive if you think about it, but I think this palette is so well put together, so nice for an everyday look, that it might be worth it to you to spend the money on something that is nice quality and that you can just depend on. You don't have to wake up and hem and haw. What am I wearing? What kind of eyeshadow do I want to do? What kind of look do I want to do? This is your everyday look. And when you think about it, when I did the Bobbi Brown video, for instance, while there's a lot more shadow in hers, if you put together a Bobbi Brown palette of 3, it would probably be about the same price as this. And this has 4 colors. And now the hood is receded a little bit. Now I'm going to go in with the darkest color. Now this is intended, if you have darker skin, you could actually use that to recede your hood. But for me, it's going to be a liner. Because I'm so hooded, I don't really like to use powders for liners because it just transfers up to here. Now, in doing so, it kind of acts to help give me a crease, but you know, it's kind of accidental. I'm just going to take this pencil brush and just make it a little bit sloppy, and obviously we're going to go in with the Bordeaux in a minute, so it's not going to matter too much. I'm using, again, a really light hand. And just gives a little bit of emphasis to the eyes without being a lot. Now, if you wanted to do a little under the eye, again, for me personally, because I have so much going on under the eye, I don't like to line under the eye, but if I did, I think I would take that brown color, put it on my hand, and then take that shell color and put it on the hand and kind of do a blend on the hand so I don't get the palette so messy, because it's such a pretty palette. And just do it the teeniest bit. And I probably shouldn't have done that until I had concealer on. Okay, the Kajal Eyeliner I kind of got mistakenly. I put it in my bag and I thought, oh, that's silly. I think I already have colors like that. Maybe I should try something else. Darn. And I hit the buy button before I made that change. So I do have a couple of colors similar to this. Let's do a swatch and see. This is the Beckham, and this is so soft and yummy on my hand. And yes, it has that red tone to it, but it almost reads a little bit raisin. It's not incredibly red. Really, it's like a brown with red in it. This is Alkaline from Urban Decay, and look at that. There's the Alkaline. The color is very, very similar. And Marc Jacobs Wine. And there's the Wine, which has a lot more red in it. So that's the Urban Decay. So when I shear this out a little bit, I feel that, now I have to go check, that the Urban Decay has a teeny bit more purple in it. So they're not exactly alike, but my goodness, they're super close. This has a smudger on the other side, which is great. Urban Decay doesn't have that. Let's give it a line. See, the brown has already transferred up here. I'm going close to the lash. I think a color like this would be great for someone like me who has hazel eyes. It'll help to bring out the green or blue or gray, whatever your hazel undertone is, without looking like you're doing a colorful eye. Whereas with the Marc Jacobs, it'll look like a colorful eye. You'll see that redness. Here, I think it's imperceivable. If you have blue eyes, I think it'll really make them look wonderful. And I don't see why it wouldn't look great with brown eyes either. I want it to set for just a hot minute before I blend it in. So now it's blend time. And just smoke it out a teeny bit. If I had a free hand, if I wasn't holding my mirror here, I might even pull the lid taut. Really like that. It works really well. I think the test for this will be, will it transfer? Because the one thing I like about those Urban Decays and the Marc Jacobs is they hold on. They don't transfer, and they're there all day. And again, I think this would actually be so nice under the eye, especially the smudger is working so incredibly well. Oftentimes they skip or they're too big. I don't know, I've never met one that's too small, but this seems smaller than the ones I've seen before, and that's really advantageous. It helps you do what you want to do. This is a pencil that you need to sharpen if you're someone who doesn't like that. You know, you might have a problem. I really like it. I am going to put on some mascara and my brows, and I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Mascara, concealer, brows, and lips. I'm wearing the Giorgio Armani. This is their matte lipstick in 102, and I'm kind of obsessed with it because it's the perfect, but your lips fit better. Actually, I want to do a video on your lips fit better, you guys, whether you like it or not. I hope you like it because I got things to say, and while we're talking about it, please let me know, because there's hardly anything coming out anymore. Is there a look you'd like me to see? Is there something you'd like me to get that is not new that you'd like to see reviewed? I'd love to hear from you, and you know, maybe if there's a consensus or something that I'm also curious about, I'll go ahead and buy that, because it's getting a little rough out there. But this is the look, and I think this is a beautiful everyday look for anything. Running errands, yes. Going to work, yes. You could even do a little bit more with that dark brown and make it more smoky and use this for going out at night. And if you're dying for a little bit of, you know, bling, you could just put a little highlighter right there and call it a day. But I think this is such a beautiful palette. It's basic in the most unbasic way. Beautiful on the outside, beautiful on the inside, and I really like this color. It's interesting. I was afraid it would be too colorful, but I really don't think it is. I don't think it's discernible. I'm going to pull you in, but first I'm going to take a look, and I'm going to work on this brown that transferred up. See how it's kind of giving me a nice little crease. Not the end of the world. Let me pull you in. Eyes closed, eyes open. I actually feel, for me, I do need to pull out just a teeny bit, so I'm going to go in with this medium shade, but I'm going to mix it with the peachy shade because I don't want it too dark. I just want to pull out the teeniest bit just from my eye shade. So this is the same kind of thing you would do if you're taking it out at night, but not necessarily putting it in that peach. Even though I put it in the peach, it's still a little bit dark. That's okay. You could, for instance, go back in with the Chikuhodo and that first beigey color and just kind of tone it down a teeny bit. So I get that pull out that I want to help shape my eye, but it's not too even. But it can absolutely go evening. Really, I'm really impressed. Now I can't speak for the liner, but so far it has not transferred up, so that might be a great liner. If it is, I'll let you know down below how it lasted for me. I think it's great. I think if you are new to makeup, but you have a little bit of a budget, or you haven't been wearing makeup for a while and you're coming back, this might be a way to go because it's already laid out for you. You don't have to think about it too much. It's not confusing which color should I get if you're trying to build your own palette. Very pretty. Thumbs up. I really like it. Thanks for spending a few minutes with me. I hope it was helpful to you, and I hope you come back again. Until we meet again, be safe and smart, and I'm wishing you great health.